Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some pretty random battles here. First off, we're going to be using Toxicroak, and we have Shadow Gardevoir. We're using it for the Charm, but we're going to be actually taking Powder Snow off of our Alola Ninetales and putting Charm on that, and then kind of using that instead of the Shadow Gardevoir here. It's hard, but it is, it's very glassy and takes forever to get to the charge moves, right? And we're going to be taking a look at several different teams throughout this video, and as well as looking at Payback Machamp in the Great League. Now, you're not going to be super excited by these battles here. As a matter of fact, I don't think we hit Payback not one time. I know some people are finding some good success with it. We did go 3-2. I mean, positive, right? Machamp is an amazing Pokemon. Shadow Machamp, of course, hits hard, but Payback takes so much energy. It is going to require some time to finally get it up there, and by the time you do get it, well, you probably could be just about fainted out. And going for that move is just not going to be, I don't know, something you want to do because they're going to be potentially shielding you up. With that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. Just kind of wanted to throw some battles together, and before we get into the commentary, I want to talk about something here. So I've seen a few comments going around talking about you guys want to see me doing my, kind of older style videos going up against raids. And to that, I will say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. But here's the thing, folks. Whenever I do put those out, there's, not too many likes, appear on those videos. So if you could, give those videos a thumbs up, as well as this one here to let me know you want to see that. And I'll be bringing you guys some more of those unique the raid battles using unique Pokemon, low CP, all kinds of fun stuff that we pioneered back in the day, and we'll bring it back, I suppose, and see what we can do there. Alright, so just let me know what you think of that in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do there. Anyways, let's go ahead and now get into this commentary. So up against this Azumarill here, we're going to be shielding up that Play Rough, and that definitely would have taken us out. We really can't take a hit for anything, and we're going to go ahead and just let this go down. They are using a lot of energy, a Hydro Pump, which is fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with Toxicroak, and feel like we want to almost farm down, but it's getting a little risky. We don't really want to get hit by an Ice Beam. That is going to do a decent amount of damage. They have a Machamp in the back, so this is fantastic here since we're going to be resisting the counter move. And we're getting their last shield. And I do believe this is going to be a pretty close one here. So let's see. They're going for the Cross Chop. We're getting to the Mud Bomb. All right, now we're good to go. Never mind. And we're going to be able to simply take this win here with the Toxicroak. Yeah, I've been using that Toxicroak a whole lot. But this ain't over. So we have the Stunfisk in the back, the Galarian, and they have the Abomasnow going for a Rock Slide here. And it looks like we're going to be able to take the win. They're probably going to back out right after this. Yeah, they backed out before they even completely hit their charge move. Interesting. So moving on to the next opponent, we have an expert over here. All right. Let's see what we're going to be met with. It's an Umbreon. This is fantastic. They're going to be swapping into a Rapidash. Very interesting. So I decided to just stay in here because we do have a Charm user back there, so we don't really need to worry about it. We got the Alola Ninetales with Charm right now, so we did swap it out for the Gardevoir, and staying into this battle is just going to be within my best interest. We have a Galarian, Stunfisk, and a Ninetales. I don't really want to see an Incinerate quick move. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and continue on. Taking them out, we still have one shield, they have one shield. That's a fantastic outcome right there. They're going to be bringing in Hypno to take us out instantly. Not too much farm, which is perfectly fine with me. That is a Purified Hypno. Maybe it might have return, but who knows? Probably not. Why I'm focusing on that is because, well, they can have like Thunder Punch and then return, which they're going to kind of get walled by, Galarian Stunfisk, but they have Fire Punch. And they're going to be bringing in the Umbreon. We did hit that Earthquake, and we're going to go ahead and just bring in our Ninetales and Charm down here. We're not going to be shielding this up. Absolutely not. It's going to be a last resort. We're able to get to a Weather Ball here, and we're going to go ahead and hit that instantly onto that Hypno here. Hypno is going to be able to take hits fairly well, but this Charm is going to start chunking down. Now, this Thunder Punch is going to also not be very appreciated, so we're definitely going to be shielding that up. Getting to another Weather Ball here. This is great. They're going to have to use their energy if they do want to take us out, which is also fantastic. But we're going to go ahead and swap into our Galarian Stunfisk here and let them go ahead and hit us with the Fire Punch. That's perfectly fine. It's not going to be able to do enough to take us out. And they do back out at this time, and we're going to be able to take the win, folks. Let's go. Moving it on to the next battle here. We are going to be met with a Galarian Stunfisk. That's fantastic. They're going to be swapping into a Mew. A kind of tricky Pokemon because, you never know what you're going to get. So we're going to be shielding it up. It is a flame charge, so good call on my end here as we're doing a ton of damage with the charm. They did raise their attack with that flame charge there. We're going to be going for a weather ball and getting a shield, so we have an even shield situation here. Obviously, this is going to be another fire charge move, so yeah, flame charge is going to absolutely take us out while they are raising their attack yet again. So that is going to be a 2-stage raised Mew. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Toxicroak and, funny enough, counter down. And they're going to be bringing back the Galarian Stunfisk. That is telling me that there is something back there that absolutely does not want to see a Toxicroak. Very interested to see what that is going to be. So we're going to go ahead and let this Rock Slide go through, figuring that that's what they're going to go through with. And they're going in with a Toxicroak. We have like a mirror match going on here. First it was my Toxicroak versus their Galarian Stunfisk. Now it's my Galarian Stunfisk versus their Toxicroak. We're going for Earthquake, not the smartest move around. Okay, so obviously they would have shielded that up. They don't want the Galarian Stunfisk to see ours or the Toxicroak, so more than likely they would shield that up. Bringing in our Toxicroak here, getting to a Mud Bomb, and this is going to be a very close one. Going to be able to take out the Toxicroak here. In comes their Galarian Stunfisk, and we're able to get a tie on 4. Yeah, that was a tie. Funny enough, we bet the two same Pokemon at the end. So, alright, here we go with the Payback Machamp. We had a fantastic lead up against the Baston. They're going to be swapping into the Deoxys defense form, of course. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our Hypno here that we do have paired up with the Machamp. And as you can see, we do have Shadow Ball. They're shielding that up. And we also have Thunder Punch here. We're going to be shielding this Rock Slide up just so we can have that advantage going on here. We know they have a ton of energy built up. Going for a Rock Slide again, more than likely they're going to have Rock Slide and Psycho Boost. So this Rock Slide is starting to really add up. As you can see, they can spam them at a pretty decent rate. While the counter is not very effective, we're going to be able to let that go through and survive these ensuing counters here. Going for a Shadow Ball, taking them out with one more Confusion. This is beautiful. Coming out of this with a win here, and they're not able to farm us down. We're simply going to go in here with the Machamp, swap into our Mawile Shadow. Oh yeah, we got the Mawile on the team. Let's get it. And they have a Venusaur back there. This is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and let this Frenzy Plant go through, no problem at all, and farm down without releasing any energy. Now this right here is kind of questionable. I go for Iron Head. Maybe I should have just went for Power Punch, and then for another Power Punch, because it would have just done that much more damage. Seeing that it is Steel and Rock, we're going to be going for our first Power Punch here while that Bastiodon is gaining a ton of energy. We still have one shield. It doesn't matter, again, if they have, you know, 5, 6, 7, 10 shields, because we're just simply going to shield this first charge move and then counter down with the remainder health that it does have, taking the win with Machamp. And like I stated, don't get too excited to see Payback in action, because we're not going to hit it one time. There was just really no opportunity as far as I saw. Anyways, they're going to be swapping out of that Obstagoon because we had another fantastic lead with the Machamp Shadow, and they're going into the Venusaur with Frenzy Plant, and we're just going to go ahead and maul that thing down. We're not going to release any sort of charge move and get ready for whatever they do bring in. It is going to be that Obstagoon. We're going to be going right for that Power Up Punch. It's going to do a lot of damage. Oh yeah, that's just one Power Punch. We have not done any others before that. Alright, so going in here with the Machamp, and we're actually going to shield this up. It's not very effective, but we want to keep this health looking healthy, right? So they have a Skarmory back here. This is, you know, not great for Machamp, obviously super effective. Quick move damage and charge move damage, but we do hit pretty hard. And what we're going to do is go ahead and swap into our Hypno here. And we do have Thunder Punch, so we're actually looking pretty good. Hypno being the tank that it is, we're going to be able to take these here. More than likely, they're not going to go for a Brave Bird because that will lower their defense, and we're going to be able to take them out that much easier with the Shadow Machamp's counter. And we're going to go ahead and go for another Thunder Punch, getting their last shield. And this is basically a GG here. Yeah, this Sky Attack's not going to take us out. If it's a Brave Bird, yeah, but like I said, they're not going to go Brave Bird here unless they just simply wanted to finish off our Hypno and then call it a day. All right, so we're taking that win there. Fantastic. And we're just going to be taking a look at a few Machamp battles, and then we're going to go into yet again another team here. Got a Battle Royale going down for you guys. If you do enjoy these, please give it a big thumbs up. Really helps me out. We're going to be actually throwing in our Hypno to catch this Weather Ball here. Very nice. That Machamp does have a bunch of energy, and that will be helping us out later on. So this Pelipper absolutely does not want to see a Thunder Punch. We're going to go ahead and shield this up, thinking that it might have been a Hurricane. One last heavy hitting move before it does go down here. They are actually going to just let their Pelipper go down without shielding it and go in here with the Galarian Stunfisk. And what we're going to do is simply go for the Shadow Ball here. And now having Cross Chop would have just been absolutely beautiful and amazing. Since we're able to get that Shadow Ball through, I think we're looking pretty good though, because we're going to be able to go in here with Machamp. They didn't farm too much. Oh, but now they have a bunch of farm. And they're swapping And we're able to get this Shadow Ball through, which is pretty awesome here. Holding on to like 1 HP, going down, bringing in the Shadow Mawile. And they just back out. They're like, Shadow Mawile. Yeah, Shadow Mawile, let's go. Meta Wrecker. Alrighty, folks, on to the next battle. We're going to be met with an Altaria. Very interesting. How am I going to play myself out of this one? We do have the Alolan Ninetales, and it does now have Powdered Snow again. So let's see what we have going on here. Just going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb here. Getting some nice damage in there, letting it go through, fantastic. And we're going to absolutely let this go through. What we're going to do is simply go in here with the Ninetales and start Powder Snowing, farming down here. They're able to get to another Sky Attack, unfortunately. We're going to go ahead and let it go through. We're going to have so much farm after this. I mean, it's not going to be the best that we lost health, but we have a bunch of energy. And they are making up their decisions here. We're going to go ahead and see the Deoxys defense form. We're going to go straight for the Weather Ball, obviously, because Psyshock's not going to be doing that much damage. We're going to be gaining a decent amount of energy on our Alolan Ninetales and swapping into Hypno. They're going to be bringing in the Meganium here. Now, this is not great. Meganium is going to hurt quite a bit when it hits that Frenzy Plant, and they are farming a ton. Now, they're not trying to go for 1. They're trying to go for 2 back-to-back here. So we have the 1, and now we have another one here. We're going to go ahead and let it go through. The way we're going to have to play this out is basically, yeah, use the Ninetales to our advantage here. We do have a bunch of energy. We're going to go ahead and hit that right now. They're letting it go through, bringing in the Deoxys. I'm getting a little curious as to whether they're going to just counter down. I think that makes sense, right? As well as spam me with the Rock Slide or potential Psycho Boost at this point, because I don't really need to do that much damage. Going to be going for another Weather Ball here. They have no more shields, folks. We have 2 shields left. Have I made a mistake? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So they're going for a Psycho Boost. We're going to be shielding this up, and we are Powder Snowing down. Holding on to those shields to the bitter end was a fantastic idea. Into the next battle, we're met with an Alolan Marowak, and this is actually not the worst, technically, because, you know, Mud Bomb's going to be doing a decent amount of damage here. Let's see. All right, half health, and their Bone Club is definitely going to hurt us too. As you can see here, our counter is not very effective, but we're going to be able to get to another Mud Bomb. So the plan for them is to shield this and then farm us down. Oh yeah, and they're going to be having a ton of energy. So what we're going to do is just swap, because we don't want them to start getting the advantage. But they go into the perfect counter with the movesets that we do have, and that's going to be a Shiftry. It's going to resist both Shadow Ball and Thunder Punch, and that's not good for us, while doing super effective damage right back. Shadow Ball doing decent damage because Shiftry is very squishy. That Dark type resisting the Ghost move. And they're going for Leaf Blade, of course, because they don't need to waste all that energy. Taking us out here, we're going to go ahead and go with Shiftry, seeing that we're going to resist their quick move and forcing them to use their energy here, leaving our Ninetales with 2 shields and hoping that we can take out whatever they have back there. They're going in with a Ferrothorn. Now, if they have any sort of steel type move, it's going to be not so good for us. But yet again, we're putting all our hope into our shields for our Ninetales. To see if we can pull this off at the end here. Let's see what we have going on. The moveset that it does have is pretty good coverage. So, you know, holding on to the 2 shields for the very end with it is not the worst idea. So we're going to be shielding up that first charge move, taking no risks at this point. Letting this next Power Whip go through. I don't know. I guess we got to save that 1 shield for an emergency. Very bitter end here. Getting this Weather Ball through. Farming down, folks. Can we make this happen? In comes the Alola Marowak. We go for the Psyshock, and that Shiftry is very low. I think we can make this happen. Look at the Ninetales coming in clutch. Oh, they caught it. Wow, that was their win con. Nope, we can't do it. They're going to Fire Spin us down. Well played. I see why I included this battle here, and it doesn't really matter. They had enough energy to take us out anyways. But nice catch there. Nice little show. Into the next battle here, we're met with a Galvantula, and this is not great because of Discharge. If we hit a Sludge Bomb, obviously that's going to take out that Galvantula. Mud Bomb's going to do decent damage. They're going for a Lunge, not very effective, lowering our attack. But at this point, they can basically let this go through if they were counting correctly. And they know exactly that we did not have that Sludge Bomb, or they just knew that we were going to go for it. And they're going to be going for another charge, a Lunge, of course. They don't need to go for that Discharge. Not that it really matters. Going in here with the Alolan Ninetales and farming down. They have a Galarian Stunfisk in the back. Now, this is not the best situation, but it's also not the worst. You're going to see here, Rock Slide is definitely manageable taking that hit. But it looks like we're going to actually be swapping into a not so great counter because of Shadow Ball and Thunder Punch. Shadow Ball is going to do decent damage, but it takes forever. If they shield this up, we're not going to be looking the best here. And they're shielding it up. Confusion is resisted because of the steel typing, and we're going to let this go through. It is an Earthquake, of course it is. And if we should be able to get to another Shadow Ball, they're going to be forced to use their energy here, which is great. And now the Alolan Ninetales, yet again, is going to be able to come in clutch with us. We have 2 shields. We keep doing this thing with 2 shields and the Alolan Ninetales. Let's see what we can do. They have a Machamp in the back. Beautiful. So I was trying to hit the Psyshock. There is no point in hitting that. I mean, I guess, but the Powder Snow, watch, or I mean, Weather Ball. We're going to be able to have a little bit of farm left over. And farming them down, that's so perfect. In comes the Stunfisk, and we're just going to hit these Weather Balls. The quick move is not going to take us out. We have a shield left. We're going to be able to get to another Weather Ball, and we still pulled it off. Again, with this Alolan Ninetales, folks, with Weather Ball. Thing is just clutch. Let's get it. Having a blast with it. Love it. Alrighty, on to the next battle here. We're going to be met with a, oh no, not this battle. Shadow Mawile. Felt bad for this guy. He's going into Machamp, and I'm going into Hypno. Hey, keep on rocking with the Shadow Machamp. That's an awesome team. You just had a bad lead. Alright, I feel bad using the Shadow Mawile, and I'm over here just wrecking it. And so we're just going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch. They're not shielding it up, letting it go through. And we're going to let this go through, knowing it's a Power Punch, and we will survive, and we will get off a Thunder Punch here. It's what happens when you use a Pokemon so much. You know exactly what they're going to be going for. And we're going to have a double KO here. I'm sorry, Shadow Mawile. And that's the last Pokemon, so we're going to go ahead and just wait to see what it is, and then bring in the Pokemon of our choice, seeing we have 2 left. Going for a Mud Bomb here, and we're getting the first shield out of that Politoed. And that's a Shadow, folks. Let's go. That thing is going to start hitting pretty hard with Weather Ball here. So there's the first one, doing a lot of damage. The thing that we have going on here is 2 Pokemon, Energy, and Shields. So we're going to be getting our first shield out of them. We go for the Weather Ball Ice. And we're going to see that Weather Ball again from them. Now we just want them to use up their shields here and bring them low enough. The Toxicroak is going to come in and just put in work. I mean, it's already so low. I think that, yeah, it's going to let it go down. Toxicroak is going to come in and counter down. 2 shields. Wow, I mean, that was not an intentional flex either. All right, into the next battle. Here we're going to be met with a Galarian Stunfisk. Beautiful. Beautiful. Chef's Kiss. They're going into Pelipper. Another Chef's Kiss. We have Thunder Punch. Let's go. Although this is not a completely safe situation. Hurricane is something you don't really want to take a hit by. We're letting that Weather Ball go through. And I do believe this trainer really was testing me here. They keep freaking going for Weather Ball. They have a lot of energy built up, but they keep on trying to take my shield. All right, another Weather Ball. Okay, and here goes another one. So we're going to go ahead and shield this one up here. And if they want to use 2 shields on that Pelipper, by all means, be my guest and please do that. And they're using 2 shields. Okay, that sounds good to me. And we're going to go ahead and go in here with Toxicroak, counter it down, making them waste their energy. That was curious as to why they used that shield there. And they're going in with Venusaur. Now, they have no shields. I should have just went Sludge Bomb. I don't know why I did this. I do not know why I did this. Okay, so we're going to be swapping into our Ninetales, which was a good play. They could have went for, I mean, we still have a shield left, so I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. I was going to say Sludge Bomb. So they're going to be swapping into the Galarian Stunfisk. We're going to absolutely let the Rock Slide go through because we can take that. They know it's super effective. They know it's going to do decent damage, but we also know that we're going to be perfectly fine taking that and making them waste their energy. So what's going to happen is we're going to go in here with Toxicroak, farm down, and hit a Sludge Bomb onto that Venusaur, something we should have done initially, but I guess it all worked out at the end because, well, it's just going to be perfectly aligned for us to shield this up and hit the Sludge Bomb. They just stand still. They're like, yeah, you got me. I know the feeling. And we're taking out the Venusaur and taking the win here. Fantastic. Moving it into the next battle. You have a few more here for you folks. And remember, if you do enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. We're met with another Galarian Stunfisk. They're swapping into another Pelipper. Are you kidding me with this Pelipper stuff? Sounds good to me. So we have a shiny one over here. And they're hitting that Weather Ball. Fine. We're going to go ahead and go for our Thunder Punch, see if we get a shield out of them. Oh yeah, so now that they've seen the Thunder Punch, they're more than likely going to shield this up again, and we're going to let this go through here, keeping our shields. And if they want to double shield this again, we're seeing this situation. That sounds good to me. They're going to be double shielding that Pelipper, farming us down here. Sounds beautiful to me. Do believe we go in here with the Ninetales and farm down, but they're going to be making a swap back into the Galarian Stunfisk, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, that sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Toxicroak. Just got to be a little bit careful because they're going to try to hit an Earthquake here before they do go down. It is just a rock slide, and we called it. Wow, we called it. And I think we don't shield this up either. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, with double KO, putting all our shields and hope into the Ninetales again, folks. We really have a lot of hope in this. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's just a beautiful thing to see. I don't like to use the word hate, but I hate Tropius. Well, no, we're not going to... I don't hate it. I dislike it. It's an annoying Pokemon. I can't stand it. It's just like, get out of my face. So that was just a beautiful thing to take it out. In comes a Pelipper, and we're still not shielding it up. And taking them out. Batters, no. Let's go, Ninetales. Let's pull those wins. Alright, so I do believe this will be the final battle here up against an expert. See what they have to offer here. We're met with a Shadow Vic. An expert using his Shadow Vic. Okay, well, let's let that sink in for a minute. So we're going to go ahead and swap after we gain a bunch of energy into our Ninetales. And they're going to be going into the Galarian Stunfisk here. And we're just going to start spamming these Powder Snows like you know we do. Letting this first Rock Slide go through. Absolutely. It's going to take a minute for them to get to another one here. And by the time they do, we're going to be able to chunk away on their health with all these Weather Balls. Alright, did I call Powder Snow? Weather Ball, whatever. You guys know. Alright, simple little mistakes and errors on moves or Pokemon names. You understand. It's funny when people point them out. And I appreciate you know, correcting my errors, you know, so I can not do that again. But some people get really triggered and it's hilarious. Anyways, we're going in here with the Toxicroak and just going straight for the Mud Bomb. And I'm trying to get a shield, but no shield. So now we're going to go ahead and go for the Sludge Bomb. And now we get a shield. You know the drill. So since we do get a shield out of them, you know, that's pretty good. You know, maybe they're not going to feel obligated to double shield their Deoxys here. We're going to go ahead and let this Thunderbolt go through, doing a decent amount of damage. They're going to be swapping into Vic, and we're shielding this up and farming down. That's simple as that. Simple as that. Alright, expert with the Shadow Vic. Alrighty, it all comes down to this. Well, I think we're looking pretty good, but are they going to call bait? No, we were not baiting. We're going straight Shadow Ball, and that's a GG. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you the news and more battles and even raids. Thanks for watching and take care.